you thought the world of reality TV couldn't get any wider with the dating subject.
The new Netflix series Dated and Related sees beautiful singletons try to find love in a luxurious villa. But there is a twist. They're doing it under the watchful eye of their siblings.
I love you, bro.
Well, we are joined now by 4 of the show's contestants, identical brothers Kaz and Kieran and identical sisters Nina and Diana. Welcome.
Hi.
It's lovely to see you all.
Lovely to have you here.
Welcome. Kaz, firefighter.
Yes.
Yeah. Kieran, banking consultant.
Yep.
Nina and Diana live together, jewellery consultants.
Correct.
Right, so, when it came to the discussion and wanting to do this, and I'll ask both of you your answers, why did you decide that you wanted to do it?
I think our main reason was our mum passed away like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And no, that's okay. And yeah, I feel like we haven't got a big family, so it was left with just us two. So I feel like, yeah, we had the discussion, like, when our mum passed, that we would grab every opportunity we can, just jump out our comfort zone and make sure that we, you know, just latch onto every opportunity we can and just make the most of life. So,
Start saying yes to stuff.
Yeah,
yes,
and that's
exactly.
what you did.
That's it. So.
And what about for you girls? What was your decision?
I think for me at the time, so it was last year, I was just really done with the men that I've met in my life, and I really just wanted to find love.
And we usually do this on a daily basis anyway, so when we go dating in reality, as in real life, we actually go on double dates all the time.
Yeah.
So this came very natural to us to do.
Because this is the unique thing about this show, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's very much sort of dating with your siblings, not dating your siblings, which the title might suggest. Because when I read it this morning, I was like, what? Don't get it wrong. But it is not that. It is literally the watchful eye of your sibling who knows you the best, will give you the advice and is there to kind of guide you through, and vice versa. You sort of help one another, right?
Explained.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I did my best. I like this.
So you do go on double dates? You have each other's back.
very
How does it
normal for
work?
us, yeah.
So basically, like, if a guy texts me and he's like, oh, let's meet, and I'm like, yeah, I'll bring my twin sister, and he's like, okay, I'll bring some friends, and then it's usually a group date.
If he says no, the date's not happening.
Yeah.
Because it counts that much what each other think of the person you're potentially going to date.
Yeah, and it's more comfortable to meet new people with my twin sister.
Yeah.
It's awkward as well.
Yeah, and it's like group setting, so it's more like comfortable.
So this came quite naturally to you. You two, not so much. This isn't really something you've done in the past.
No, it isn't. We literally, I mean, we don't ever go on double dates
No,
together.
we don't.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So it's either just been one or the other.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, it was such a surreal experience to do.
So,
like, I would give him advice on, like, the girl that he was seeing. And,
And vice versa.
yeah, and vice versa,
So how much does approval mean to both of you?
A lot. Yeah, it does mean a lot. Like, sometimes it can take a lot to win the other person over, but, like, yeah, I think, you can't really have one's, like,
Do you actually take each other's advice, though? Because that's one thing to say, oh, I'm not sure.
Good question.
I mean, he hasn't. He hasn't
question.
taken my advice. I'm quite good. I'm quite a good judge of character. I can see it, and I'm like, yeah, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
But then
right.
he's like blinded by it all and just goes along with it still. So
So you can watch the whole series on Netflix. And we don't
Yes.
want to give any spoilers away, but it's sort of, if you're started to watch it quite quickly, it's obvious that Kaz and Diana, sort of right from the get-go, there is a sizzle and a fizzle.
A little spark.
A little spark is there. And so, sort of, as a brother's point of view, Kieran, when you saw that, I mean, how did you feel about that unfolding in front of you?
I kind of just allowed it to happen, you know, because I feel like he's not really the affectionate type. So 9 times out of 10, he's walking around like RoboCop. Like, he's like the Tin Man. Like, he's got no feelings.
So you're quite pleased to see this happening.
Yeah, so being in there, it was nice to see a different side of him and an affectionate side of him. So I kind of just let it happen, really. Do you know?
he actually cried.
Yeah.
He actually
Did
cried
he?
about
Yeah, I
it.
did. There was something in the air. I don't know what it was. I think it was the trees.
And it's a big thing to say, I love you.
It is a very big thing to say I love you to someone, especially, you know, where you don't know someone, but then you spent so much time with them and you grow and you develop and you're like with them breakfast, lunch, dinner, and it's just, it was such an intense experience, but I took it open-minded and just went full on. And just everything was just genuine.
obviously there's sort of sibling pairings in there that aren't sort of sister and sister, brother and brother. Yeah. Do you think it was easy dating this dynamic as opposed to maybe being a brother and seeing your sister being quite affectionate with somebody, or, you know, because you lot, there's quite a lot of snogging going on. There's no sex going on, but there is a lot of snogging. Yeah. So I just wondered how that was.
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely for us, because we're obviously both boys, brothers. It's a lot easier to just, you know, I'll be like, oh, yeah, he's kissing a girl. I'll be like, yeah,
that's all right.
Well done. Right.
He's in tears.
Yeah. I've done my job.
Yeah, exactly.
And I could definitely imagine how it is to be, like, if I had a little sister, to see her, like, kissing another boy, I'll be like...
You wouldn't like that so much.
You kind of will be a bit protective overall.
What about you guys?
For us, it's easier as well.
It comes very natural.
If she kisses, or even like when I had my first kiss in the village, she was like really, we're screaming at each other. And
well, if you're double dating normally, then that wouldn't be quite as unusual as perhaps it would.
Yeah, like we're kind of used to it.
I don't think it's awkward for when it's a girl and a boy and a boy. I think it's more awkward.
If you're the brother and sister, it could be more awkward because obviously the brother could be more protective.
Do you think it's more problematic when you're twins for the person coming in that they almost end up dating both of you?
Yeah,
honestly,
100%.
That is something I realized.
Did I touch on something?
The thing is, when we met you guys, that's when we realized it's
very
like
intimidating. It's very intimidating.
Because we didn't realize that it was like that with us, but when we met them, we were like, wow, this is how it is to date us.
Yeah. So we kind of saw that reflection, and that was just
it's not easy.
A wake-up call.
Kieran, your reaction then.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain that?
OK, so how long have I got? So
about a minute.
Basically, I think it got to a point where we actually had to sit down and talk about it because every opinion or any situation that went on, it was like, and even like just a talk. It was talking to both of them. They've got one mind, you see.
Yeah, so do you guys.
So do you guys.
No, we're different.
No.
So one mind. So you literally, like, one says something and it's like, and then they're finishing off each other's sentences.
Right.
And you're like, no, I'm talking to Nina. I'm not talking to you. So it was just like,
Nina thinks it and Diana says it.
Yeah.
Right. So after this experience, do you come away and think, OK, that's sort of, now I see that, and now people have mentioned that. Have I learned something about us, about myself, that maybe going forward I'll do differently or change?
I don't think, like, we would change in any way. I think it just takes someone strong to deal with.
We just need to find the right one.
You need to, the right one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty strong. I mean...
Would you change anything having had this experience? Have you seen things that you thought, OK?
I mean, I would definitely take on Kieran's advice a lot more. I think he's very good with words, so I definitely would listen to him a bit more in terms of going forward.
Yeah.
Opening up more as well to experience new things. Yeah, there we go. Yes. I'm not a robot anymore. There's a heart in there.
Well done. Well, listen, thank you for coming in and telling us about this. The whole series is on Netflix at the moment, and you can watch the whole series there, Dated and Related.
Well done, by the way. We didn't give anything away.
No, we did really well.
We've done well.
No spoilers here. Thank you.